Hello team, welcome back to Next Level JJ. And yeah, today we need to take things to the next level. Hey, look, it's good to have you here. The whole point of today's stream, last night I played Marathon, as I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, and almost every time I get involved in a PvP situation, I get flustered, I panic, I just fire and hope, you know, and that really annoys me because I used to be really good, you know, stuff like Counter-Strike and, you know, back in the day Quake and stuff like that. And so it frustrates me that I've got such a lack of confidence, and it just gets worse. And so you eventually, the moment you see another player, I mean, I'm sure some of you experience this, you don't feel confident in what you're doing, and then the moment that you have to do something, instead of just being calm, aiming, moving, shooting, what am I doing? I'm spraying, I'm panicking. And yeah, at the end of my stream last night, I was really mad at myself. And you know, I went to bed and I was lying there and I was thinking, you know, what do I do? How do I stop this? But should I stop playing Marathon? Should I just focus on the games that I'm good at, like racing games and stuff like that? And I was like, no. The whole point of this channel, team, it's not I'm next level. Trust me, I am not next level. The point of this channel is when things are tough, you have a look inside yourself, but you also have a look and see what you can do to make things better, to take things to the next level. And so I postponed the Marathon stream that was supposed to start now. That'll start in about a half an hour or so. But I got Aimlabs. Now, Aimlabs is available on Steam. I've briefly used it a few years ago just to see what it does, but didn't really get into it. And so I want to have a regular Aimlabs play. Now, how I know these things will improve. I played ice hockey, and the second season when I was playing pretty averagely. I was getting frustrated with myself, and yeah, the same sort of a concept here. The moment I got the puck, panic set in, and it's the dumbest thing. If you've ever played ice hockey, you'll know you're looking down at the puck instead of looking up at where you're supposed to go. And I went, screw that, I'm gonna fix it. So I bought a net, I bought all kinds of, you know, cheap stuff, and just practice. And I think that yes, practice makes you better, but I think also practice hooks a subconscious part of your brain that goes that I am trying to improve. And just because of that, when the moment comes where I need to react, I've already figured out what to do. Even if you don't really know how to do it, it just makes you more calm. You rely on your training. And so that's what we're doing here. We're going to get into Aimlabs, and every day before we do a stream that's FPS related, we're just going to quickly get in, do a quick 20 minutes, just boom, get ourselves locked in, and then go into the game. And that should hopefully give us some confidence when we engage in PvP. Now, as always, team, if you want to learn more about me or about our channel, don't be shy. Just head over to nextleveljj.com. Everything's there, including my Discord. So if you want to join one of our groups for Rocket League, Assetto Corsa Evo, Marathon, you know, it's a nice way to meet other people, but also a great way for you to meet people that you can play with and set up games. Hey, we've got Hazy. Hey, mate, Steam is blacked out. Your stream is blacked out. What? Okay, well, that's good to know, I guess. That's very strange. Why would it do that? Let's have a look. You're on Twitch, so let me have a look and see. No, Twitch looks good on my side, my friend. Hopefully all is well on yours. Let's have a look on YouTube, just in case. Might be a troll. No, that's looking good as well. Kick's looking good. Rumble's looking good. Are you sure, Hazy? Yeah, everything looks good. Can you just maybe confirm if it's better now? I mean, I tested. One big thing with Aimlab is making sure your DPI and in-game sense are 1-to-1. I'll close and reopen. No, it's not. Ah, thanks, guys. And I really appreciate the tips. This is my first step into this, and so you know, we're gonna learn about how this. But maybe a good question to all of you watching then: have you found that it greatly improved the way you did FPS? Because damn, man, like if you watched my stream last night, it sucked. just like, oh, there's a dead. But anyway, also from a music side of things, team, just go and check out Stream Beats by Harris Heller on Spotify. They're amazing. Link should be in the description. Easy says, weird, it's showing me in a preview, but not when I open. I'll close Steam. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, great to see there's a bunch of people that jump on Aimlabs. And the interesting thing is as far as I know, and this is my first foray into Aimlabs, it's a game in itself. There are leaderboards, there are people that take it quite seriously and trying to get good scores. And so maybe there's something I want to lean into, because you know, I'm tired of not being good. There was a point in Counter-Strike where I was so good, that's where I got my nickname, and you know, I'd just be able to just take people out instantly with a sniper rifle, and I was very comfortable in movement. Same with Quake 3 and stuff. And I want to get back to that point where the moment I see another person, I'm engaged, I'm hunting, I want to get involved. I don't want to that kind of shit, because that pisses me off. Anyway, Easy says, got it sorted, nice one. It was my thing messing up. Meant to close Twitch, not Steam. I need coffee. Yeah, all good, man. Hey, look, I appreciate you checking that out. You know, a streamer's life. You sometimes have a scenario where you go live and your sound doesn't work, or I've had a problem where lately Discord on the browser just takes my mic volume and nukes it. And so I'm streaming, everything looks fine on my side, but what is being recorded and sent out to the world is nothing. So appreciate you in on this. But hey, by the way, while you guys are here, quick question. Have you tried Marathon? You know, this is the thing that's kind of kicked this off, is because, and you know what, I even in Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty, I'm a little bit better there, and I think it's because you don't have special weapon powers. You know, everybody's kind of on the same level. It's just weapons, and the gunplay is a little bit slower. But yeah, what do you guys think of Marathon? Is that something you're going to jump into? Okay, so shall we head down into Aimlabs? Nothing that I found was quite interesting is that the logos that I find are all Aimlab, but it's called Aimlabs. Anyway, he says, what are your thoughts on Highguard falling down? Bit of shame. Yeah, I'm really sad about that. Honestly, like for me, I didn't give enough time into it, and that's because I was bouncing between other games and had holiday and things like that. I really enjoyed it. But it actually speaks to what's happening in the world of gaming right now, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Things have become political. It's like if you support Manchester United or Liverpool, no matter what happens, you will stick to that team like glue. And so what happens is you'll always badmouth other teams or anything they do. You know, it's very political, you know, left versus right. And I find right now with games, people are cursing games before they come out. They cursed Highguard before it came out. When I played it, I saw nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it wasn't jam-packed with stuff, but I mean, it's a new studio, and they're obviously going to add things to it. And so I really enjoyed it. I mean, the fact of riding a bear and that sensation when you ride the bear and crouch and slide, and the guns felt good. The concept of it was really good. I liked it, and yeah, I mean, if it does shut down, it's really a pity. But to be fair, I haven't given it the time, and I think that's maybe another point to Highguard. There are so many games in this space right now. I mean, look at what they're doing, you know, Bungie with Marathon. It is a gutsy move, but they're a big studio. They have power behind them. They have Destiny players behind them. So it's more likely to survive. But what are your thoughts? Heezy says, I'm loving Marathon. It's discouraging seeing all the hate, but it's absolutely loving, and I hope it gets the love it deserves. 100%. Like, you know, every person I've played with and chatted about Marathon has just raved about it. I mean, look at me and a friend, Beersy. We are streaming 12-hour sessions Marathon, and the only reason why we're stopping is because you have to go outside. Like, it is so good, the gameplay, the loop, except for the fact that I'm getting murdered these days, but hey, that's all part of it. User IR, no, what's it about? Seriously, I can recommend, just head over to the Marathon's YouTube channel and just watch the videos. Like, they've got a whole list of them. Check them out. There, some of it's lore related, some of them expose the character. There's one they called Visions that really sort of explains what their goal is with it. But if you're an FPS player, Marathon is freaking sick. It's really sick, and it's holding steady. Its Steam charts are around about 80k at the moment, but again, I think it has to ride past this initial wave of people hating on something they haven't spent more than 5 minutes playing, which is annoying. Anyway, Easy says, completely agree. Everyone seems unable to form their own opinion these days. Bingo. Don't trust the news. Try for yourself. Very upsetting. People put countless hours of passion, this pisses me off as well, yeah, into these projects, and people don't give it a chance. Think about the people over, you know, at Highguard. They were trying really hard. These are good people. They made a good game. And then just a bunch of streamers who don't play games and just people just have no idea what they're talking about, who haven't invested the time into it, can ruin it. Like one or two streamers can say, I don't like it, and it can just take hundreds of thousands of buyers away. So very annoying, I agree. If you don't like the game, that's fine. Don't try and push for its closure just because you don't enjoy something that others do. Yeah, this is a thing of the world, my friend. This is a thing of the world. Since when did 60, 80k average players at launch mean? Yeah, exactly. Tired of the algorithms being filled by marathon negatives. Yeah, but look, as I said, I think Bungie has the power to ride through this storm, and they've gone all in on this. And I mean, if you look at the content that's coming, they've already shown what's in season 2. They're in this for the long haul. So that's why I invested in Marathon, and that's why I'm investing in what I'm doing today, Aimlabs. I want to look forward to playing Marathon more. I do, but it's when I get into these PvP scenarios. And look, I get PvP kills for sure, and some of them are actually really good. But a lot of times it's because I'm surprising them. And yes, that is a strategy in extraction shooters, is flanking, never go straight at people. I get that. It's a little different to Counter-Strike and the way I learned. By the way, I also thought about it last night. In Counter-Strike, the reason why I am better at it is because in Counter-Strike there's no health, and so you don't have this. I just run and shoot, and then I take cover, and then I run and shoot again, which is the Counter-Strike way. Whereas here you got to run and shoot, check how's your life, how's your shield, how's your ammo, do all of these things, and then engage again. So many times I'm pushing people and I have no health, no shield, didn't even think of checking it. So that is stupid. All right, anyway, hey Heezy, I really like the feedback here, man. Have you tried Aimlabs before? All right, let's get into Aimlabs though, team. Okay, so I'll leave the music on for now. So let's just familiarize ourselves with the layout. So of course, I did purchase it. It is free. You can do it for free, but there's something that's called Sensitivity Finder. And I thought, damn, this is something I need to get into, because I never focus on my sensitivity settings, and I find that, you know, I'm like all over the show. And so dialing that in is going to make a huge difference in accuracy. Okay, so let's see. Under Learn, there are available plans to become the ultimate battlefield aimer. That's pretty cool. And Marvel Rivals. Of course, Marathon's not here yet, but you never know. That'll come in a minute. Mouse Labs. Ooh, you see, so this is the one. The more you play Aimlabs, the more accurate this calculation will be based on your aiming history. That is what we need to do. Watch. Okay, so this is obviously other streamers, other people screaming it in some ways, and so that's something to aim. Create your own playlists, tuning, that's very cool. And then shop, of course, you know, you want to buy skins and stuff like that. Aimlabs Plus, so welcome to the hub. Manage your plan, you know, premium features, we've got that, training programs, task tuning. I'm looking forward to this, man, like I really am. And you know, I tried to quickly find it before the stream, but like all the setup I've been doing is very rapid. I was like, this morning I was like, do Aimlabs, go for it, set up the stream for it, let's go. And so there hasn't been too much planning, but there's this girl streamer, I don't know, I tried to find her, but I couldn't. And I remember a video a long time ago, it just came across my Facebook feed, where you see this girl playing Aimlabs, or it was some kind of an aim learning program, and she was doing it day after day after day after day after day for like an entire year, and she just worked her way up to being an exceptionally good FPS player, and that inspired me as well. So yes. Now, adaptive tasks. I don't know what that is, but we're definitely going to turn that on. Okay, and so get started with the Sensitivity Finder. Downloading all around aim foundations. Great. Hazy says, I have, unfortunately for me personally, I didn't have the patience to set up sensitivity settings correctly. I intend on going back to it. I personally have had a lot of free time lately, so when I do, it's for the game, not Aimlabs. Yeah, makes sense. I'd love to sink more time into it when my time frees up again. It clearly works if you are persistent, 100%, and that is understandable. The thing is it has to be a goal, right? If you like, if a person wants to lose weight, most people just say, I want to lose weight, but they don't really want to lose weight, and so that treadmill in the garage just picks up dust. But it's when you have a moment like I had last night. If you go, I mean, probably not a good idea. If you go and watch my stream last night, at the very end, I was just distraught because I'd just been sucking, and I even crashed the stream. I was like, whatever, just goodbye, and I ended the stream, but I didn't actually click the end button. And a few seconds later, I come back, got a hold of myself, and I was like, this has to stop. And so I've reached that point. It's like, when you're really fat and you can't run 100 meters, and you're just like, okay, now I'm going to invest it. And so that's when I think this will really make a difference. Of course, if you want to play competitions and stuff like that, that's not the case. But I think even if you get to a point where you're comfortable, just doing this for 5 minutes. Sorry, I'll just jump out here again. If you just do it for 5 minutes before you start any FPS game, that triggers, like my practice in ice hockey, it just triggers something in your brain that makes you more comfortable. It goes, you are prepared. And so you don't panic as much, because that's the number one killer, panic. All right, let's get back down into it, shall we? Okay, so it's still downloading the all-around aim foundation. So I assume that this is the sort of the course that I need to do. So while we wait, let's have a look. Okay, these are just little chatty things. Play days. Oh, all right, we can win stuff. Oh, something's happening. Click to begin. Okay. All right, team. Let's get into it. So, interesting. So, obviously, it's going to be measuring my stuff here. So, clearly music is going to be needed. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Nice one. But Heezy, if you're playing Marathon, do me a favor. On my website, nextleveljj.com, there's a Discord channel. Have you joined it? If you haven't, head over to Discord. Just pop in the main chat and say hello, and just say Marathon. You should already see the Marathon group there. Head over there and say hello. Like I said, this is a place where anytime somebody has some cool new information about it, or just looking for a teammate to play with them, you just drop it in there. So definitely worth it. Okay, so high score 68, accuracy 98, hits just missed once. Okay, all right. So I'm going to replay that task just once. Kind of got me in the moment. Let's do it. Beast Boy 2 says that was pretty good. Thanks. You know what? I'll tell you why it's pretty good. Because nobody's running at me. I'm shooting bubbles. It's like, you're accurate, you're good at shooting until somebody's shooting at you, and then it's like, ah! So, but yeah, thanks. Okay, let's see if I can get 100%. Me or the bubble's getting bigger. Is that supposed to happen? Oof, you can still make a mistake. I guess this is shotgun training, maybe. Oh. Alright, 100%, but that was strange. Okay, alrighty. That was pretty, yeah, exact, Beast Boy. Alright, cool. So let's go next task. Click to begin. Jeez. Okay, this is like fine ass shooting, isn't it? Oh, damn. I actually find my sensitivity is a bit high. I have watched some pro Counter-Strike players where they have to move their mouse like 30 centimeters for it to move like an inch on the screen. Why am I going from centimeters to inches? Yeah, what's up with inches and feet and shit, man? Come on. Oop, oop, double. I love how this makes a decision. You've got to think, is it worth taking that shot? Is the target too small? Now, I think what we need to do is... Shall we just keep going? Let's finish this. I've got about 18 minutes left before I start my marathon stream. So let's go through each of the tasks. Okay, click to begin. Ooh, all right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, a machine gun. Ah. Did you know? So... Wow, feel the strain in my hand trying to be focused the whole time. This is good. This is gonna build muscle. Wow, Easy says some people play with their arm, others play with their wrist. You like to use your wrist. I do, yeah. I do also. Can't stand swinging my arm across it. Yeah, I was like, people are like, but it makes sense because like they drag it this far to turn around, but when it gets the moment of shooting, you've got this, you can, like my problem is if I just move this much with my mouse, I'm off their head. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get a headshot and the movement of your gun from here to here is so small, that fine movement is really hard. And so I do think there's something to say about expanding that. I'll actually have to expand the size of my playing area here if I want to achieve that. Beast Boy says, if you want this to improve your marathon aim, you should probably go settings and make it the same sensitivity as marathon. Absolutely. What I am doing now, and I don't know how it works, but there's this sensitivity tracker, and so basically it's going to, through watching me play, recommend sensitivity settings. You see over here, keep playing Aimlabs to calculate a recommended sensitivity. And so let's go, let's see what that's all about. Okay, right, click to begin. You sneaky ball. Oof. Nice. Oh, how's that for a wrist workout? Yeah, so Beast Boy, again, I'm one of those people that back in the day, especially like Counter-Strike and stuff, took sensitivity settings as extremely important. And I always used a piece of paper as my mouse pad because, you know, different mouse pads gave different frictions. And so if I had a standard piece of paper, it worked well. And that helped. You had the solid base to work from. But the problem is with sensitivities, I kind of go in and I drag things around and then I just go into it. So having this game tell me what I should do is maybe going to be the strat. Okay, how many more do we have to go? Not too many. And we got 15 minutes. Let's keep going. All right. Ooh. Okay, so I wonder if that's health bar. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I find aiming down sight with the gun flarers. Oh, hey, how crazy is that one? Yeah, no. It'll be cool to see what the world records are for these sort of practice sessions. This is good practice because people tend to naturally strafe left, right, you know. People have trouble sometimes doing random strafe movements. Beast Boy says, yeah, that is a cool feature. Yeah, that's what, I mean, look, it's cost me, what was it, $8 or something like that, which, you know, it's not no money, but if it can give me a recommended setting, even if it's not necessarily good, I have the confidence then that that's something of a logical mouse setting. Because right now my mouse settings are sort of like, yeah, that feels good. And then 3 hours later, I remember, oh, wait, hang on, I need to adjust that. Okay, click to begin. Let's go. See, I know my mouse setting is too sensitive. You can see how I'm whipping. Oh, yeah, and I do have to hold. I guess I just need to turn up the gunshots, maybe. It's a bit quiet. To be fair, you don't really need it, but in real battle, gunshots will be loud, and so you've got to train with loud noises. It's like the South African rugby team. Their coach played the French anthem as loud as the speakers at the stadiums that they were practicing at could go. And the reason why they did that is because when they walked into the French stadium and they played the French anthem and the French were singing out loud, the rugby players were ready. Brilliant. Easy says, I'm curious to hear your feedback on the catered mouse setting it gives you. I've always had random sense on each game I play to look like yourself and might have to give this a try. Yeah, I mean, I think you can, any mouse setting can work for you. You've got to train into it. But I think having something tell you, look, dude, seriously, just knock it back down to this. And again, I don't think marathon settings and this thing settings are compatible, but it's going to give me something to go from. And it'll be interesting because I don't think it's going to say your sensitivity is 5. I think it might say, let's see, it'll have words. It'll be like, hey, listen, your sensitivity is a bit high and this and that. And you'll remember there's 2 axes on sensitivity as well. There's up, down and left, right. And so if this is any good, it's probably going to try and figure out both. Because I think up-down sensitivity is, you've got to have that lower because you tend to kind of mostly aim in a letterbox, right? And so I would expect it to say your up-down sensitivity, turn that down, and your left to right sensitivity, turn that, you know, a little bit less. But anyway, next task. All right, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, there. Head's moving. I want to invest in one of those brain wave measuring devices. It'd be fascinating to see what's going on in my brain right now. Because remember, I'm doing 2 things. I'm not doing this in the comfort of my own home. I'm streaming this. So at the same time, I'm thinking, what do I say? Don't say something stupid, you know? All right. But by the way, guys, are you finding this sort of content interesting? Like, do you want to see more Aimlabs stuff? Okay, so this should be the last one. Let's go. Okay, click to begin. I need to get more comfortable aiming down the sight. Ooh, jeez. Almost ran out of mouse space there. Where are you going, Bill? Oof. Whoa. Yeah, I'd like to see your journey. Oh, thanks, Beast Boy. All right, well, then we lock it in. Okay, so that's it. So these tasks are done. And ladies and gentlemen, looks like we've got a sensitivity. Recommended sensitivity now is 0.7476. So that's interesting. So I wonder if that is... return to the results screen, return to the lobby. So I wonder if that sensitivity finder, let's see, is there anything more? It just says that. So I think it's adjusted the sensitivity in this game, but how that's translating out of the game, that's a bit interesting. Cancel. Boom. Cancel. Oh, okay. What's this? Okay. Cool. We can update skins and stuff later. Cancel. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we've got time for maybe one game. So let's try out Super Shot Spring 26 with adaptive tasks on. Nice. Game. You can go to settings and see the games it goes to. Ooh, okay, hang on. Let's get out of that then. Return to menu, exit. See, this is why it's so good. Hello. Hi. Okay, so settings and mouse. Sensitivity optimization. My best sensitivities applied. Interesting. And so you see, look, ADS sensitivity is slightly down. And so Valorant. Ooh, sensitivity. At least we can change that. Game bindings, Valorant. Okay, so I will spend a bit of time figuring this out a little bit later, but let's get one quick game in, and then I have to jump over into my marathon. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, you gotta wait for them to pop. What the hell? Oh, cool. So it actually shows you where they're going to pop, at least. So it gives you a bit of a, hey. Crazy. Oh, hey. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, all right. Yo, I want to see the world record of this. Like Beat Saber with a gun. Which, by the way, if there isn't a game like that, somebody needs to make one. That would be epic. Oh dear. Somebody's being naughty outside. No, those are fire trucks. It's quite interesting. The place that I live at is near a fire services training facility for the entire New Zealand. And so, oh damn. And so basically every time they send these people out on training, they've got their sirens going. And so yeah, it's one of the... Oh, I can just shoot this bar in the meantime as well. Okay. Okay. All right. I haven't played this in years, so it might have changed. No. Beast Boy, you're most likely right. Like I said, I just fired this up. Haven't invested any time into it. And so this is something I'll do all fair. I'll go look through the menus and then we'll do it. But there we go. I find that even though the sensitivity settings don't directly apply, just by doing this, it's made me a little bit more calm, a little bit more comfortable, and makes me think, okay, I've practiced now, so when a fight comes, I'm like, okay, well, let's use what I've practiced. So look, hey, appreciate everybody joining in. As I said, if you want to join this community, head over to Discord, say hi there. Even if you play games that are not the games that I play, I'm open to expanding things. But also my schedule may be very important. Just quickly, I'll show you what's coming up. So here we go. So we're here basically in a few minutes. We're going to do another marathon stream. Marathon is delicious. Nom, 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 nom. Then on Wednesday, I've got Enter the Dragon, so we'll play a bit of Rocket League. Always fun. And then on Thursday, remember, these are New Zealand time, so most of the world, this will be a Wednesday. But by the way, when you go into these things, I do give in the time zones for wherever you might be. But yes, on Thursday, Diablo Season 12 goes live with the Season of Slaughter, so it should be good fun. And then I'll plan my stream further there, but I think it's a bit of a set, of course, of Evo in there, and of course a little bit of marathon. But thank you for joining. I'm excited about this journey, where I was last night and where I am today. It just shows that if you've got something that you're not good at, something that's frustrating you, something that's embarrassing you, something that you're afraid of, that's what the whole point of this channel is. Next level. Take it to the next level. Figure out what you can do to make yourself better. You always feel better afterwards. I'm buzzing right now, so hopefully you do the same. Hazy says Q43 dead runner shells. Damn, let's see what happens, man. All right, I'll see you guys in a few minutes on my marathon stream. Take care. Jam.